I just wonder how awful this is going to be. Hello and welcome to another Mr. Beats Bike video, and this one's a little bit different insofar as we're looking at a Sovos ADV-11F, and this is sort of, looking at it initially, to me it is really the bargain basement, cheapest possible version of the combo units sort of in the noughties that were about from the likes of Panasonic. I am a real fan of like the Panasonic DMR EZ48, EZ48, 49, and the previous models as well. But what I particularly liked about the EZ48, 49 is the look of them, very modern, contemporary look, black cabinets, and it had the upscaling and the HDMI on the back. So you could output HDMI, they could be controlled and still can be controlled by suitable TVs as well, so the functions can be accessed via a TV remote control. And I'm intrigued to see if we get far enough along with this, whether this will do the same. Yeah, very intrigued. So before we go any further, just going to delve a little bit into the background of Sovos, who they are, or who I might have found out they might be, and then we'll crack on. Okay, so there are actually quite a few of these sort of on eBay at the moment. This one looks particularly interesting, although you can see it's unbranded actually on the front there. But that's the remote control, and I did wonder what the remote control was like. And you'll see why I'm wondering that as we go through this. So $199.95 free P&P seems quite a lot, but it's actually a surprisingly full-featured unit. The Freeview, and also it has the DVD upscaling and other notable things. It's got USB and the mini Firewire inputs, but yeah, 6-head hi-fi stereo, NTSC playback on a PAL TV. It really is. It's a really comparable unit to the Panasonic sort of EZ48, 49 type machines that you see, the combo machines. So yeah, so who are Sovos? Sovos. The only thing I could really find on the name, and the emblem is very similar to the emblem that the machines had. But as you can see, I mean, the only thing I can find is on sort of a tax type business for tax solutions. And that's really all I could find. Even going way back, I couldn't really find anything that gave me much more information as to who Sovos was. But I did find this. So, see, well, it's a little bit similar, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But we've got this, and this reminds me very much of sort of the cheap and cheerful DVD in-car DVD players and portable DVD players with screens that used to be really popular. I don't think they are so much now. Voyager. So Voyager and Sovos, it's like Sovos actually became Voyager, but at the end of the day, I mean, this is just a front window for a company that makes cheap AV kits, maybe a little bit more niche kits, and yeah, I don't doubt that really there's not an awful lot in the name, I suppose. But on the remote controls, I mean, I have found this one. It says Apro, which I'm sort of a bit intrigued by. I'm not aware of this machine being called Sovos Apro ADV-11F, but we'll see as we go along. This is a compatible one, which is pre-programmed, pre-set up, that will work apparently with the deck. So I may well get that depending on how we get on. But I don't know. I mean, here's one for sale on eBay, £60. I don't believe it has a remote control. It doesn't actually. Two bottom kind of been damaged. So I don't know. I'm sort of very intrigued to take the top off and have a look. So yeah, let's do that now. So I bought this off eBay. I think it was a £5. It really wasn't much at all. And you can see it has really been through the wars. I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised if it's been dragged out of a skip. But or had, well, I don't know. It's had a lot of weight on it. It's almost like someone sat on it or something. But yeah, it's not great. I'm not expecting anything great with this machine. I have no idea where we're going to go with it. Whether I'm even going to fix it, might not be worth it. But let's take the top off and have a look. Interestingly, the seller has actually put a warranty seal on it, which is really pointless. I could return it, although people on eBay can be funny. So there it is. Oh, there's a film in there. So this obviously is a problem, but we can. Well, it's a plug-in, so that makes life a bit easier. The deck actually looks really good. Doesn't really remind me of anything. This is all quite interesting. Looks like quite a large socket. Just plugs straight into the back of the ACE head. It actually looks really low hours. I mean, the pinch roller seems to be floating about. Well, yeah, I say it's floating about. I think it's just sort of, yeah, this is how it's locating the gear. What film we've got. But a little bit concerned there's no screws in there, but then it doesn't look like there's ever been a screw holding this down, and there's no screws. So how? No, okay. Oh, there are screws down there. It's like the whole thing is just almost resting, but it's not. That's weird. And surely it wasn't sent out without screws in there. But yeah, so somebody has taken this out. So I'm assuming we have a DVD issue. As there are no screws in it. I do wonder if maybe that's why they put the warranty seal on it, because they knew bits were missing, but you'd have to open it to find that out, and then they could say, oh yeah, but you've taken them out and now you're raising her. So yeah, might be a bit of a, maybe a not a very honest seller, maybe. But you know, I mean, it could well be somebody. I can't remember the seller. It could well be a seller that's, you know, got a few of these, and basically this is just scrap parts, just all in one machine. I've had that before. Order scrap parts in a machine, just get rid of it, get it out, get a few quid if I can, sort of mentality. So I think what I need to do next is try and work out something for this. That's not too painful. And maybe I'll just do a couple of checks on the power supply to make sure there's no dead shorts or anything, and take it from there. I can't actually see a fuse per se. Oh, there. I don't know why I thought that was a bridge rectifier, but there was a 2 amp semiconductor fuse there. So yeah, okay, I'll sort out a mains lead. Okay, so I've just pulled out an old Sony surround sound system with a blown amp, and it has the correct mains lead. It plugs in fine. I mean, obviously it's a bit mangled because of the way the cord grip goes, and it's a long lead inside the deck, but it plugs in. So I've just done a basic check with the meter from the live and the neutral to the rectifier here, and I've got continuity, live and neutral, no short across, so that fuse should be fine. Also, the screws used on the Sony do actually fit the deck, so I just thought I'd try one. Obviously, I'm not going to put them in because I think this is what's going to be faulty. So I think I am going to risk it and just plug it in and see what happens. You'll also notice I've taken the front off. This was annoying me. The front door is broken and there's actually a bit of plastic broken off there. It really does feel like they've had a few of these, and this is just the combination of all the broken decks parts put into one machine, and away you go. So I have no idea what's going to happen. Hopefully we'll be all right. Here we go. Oh, okay. That powered on. Where's the power button? Power button is actually a bit weird. So the power button, or standby button, is that one. So let's just plug it back in. On. So that's booting up. So it's on DVD. Open. Open. Well, that's not doing anything, is it? It's saying open and then immediately saying load. So it's not ejecting. Okay, well, we've got a DVD drive issue. Could be worse. Yeah, I can hear it try. Okay, well, cool. I'm surprised. Yeah, you can see that it's not happy. Right, let's investigate. Okay, so let's get this. I'll try and get this DVD drive out. Pull the ribbon cables. Quite what's going on there. Looks like the whole lot just comes out. Another ribbon cable, which you probably can't see. Oh yeah, you can see. Just at the back. Lift the tabs up to get that one out. And then we've got some power, which you won't be able to see. There's power connector at the back. And then we've got... There, okay. I suppose take these off. I'm not terribly sure what these connectors are actually for. They look like AV. They may well be. It just seems a bit odd that they go to the panel there. I'm hoping they're unique. No, they're not unique. They're exactly the same. Oh, well, that's going to make life interesting. One had a black dot, but that really means nothing. Yeah, so one is the USB. Yeah, USB. The other's the... looks like the video sockets. So, interesting. So I suppose we better see what's going on. So... well, the belt's well and truly shot. So, that'll be part of the issue. Don't know if I've got one of those. Let's see if we can find one. Yeah, it's well and truly had it. And let's take the screwdriver, take the top off this. It's definitely not the right one, in fact. A proper screwdriver I can use. Well, it all looks okay. I can actually roll that. Actually feels good. So I'll clean the lens. And then we'll try and find a belt. What's that? Get a bit of isopropyl. Gosh, that's grubby. Use to try it. Oops. Let's bump it. My goodness, that is so mucky. Okay, super. Well, that's that. It's not a terrible. I mean, it's basic, but it's not a terrible deck. Let's put the screw back on. Smooth. Super. So I'll find a belt and we'll pop that on and take it from there, I suppose. Okay, so the new belt's on. Yeah, it's about the right size. A little bit thicker though, but the size is about right. I just hope it's not too tight, but no doubt we will find out in the fullness of time. So I'll put the deck back in. I just need... Okay, so I've installed it back in, but I didn't show it. I forgot. I sort of pressed stop and... yeah, anyway, yeah. Forgive me for that. So, I suppose we'll try and power it on again. So that turns it on. It's just got a boot, so it's like many of these decks of this vintage. Okay, so and it stopped properly. And I don't know, do I press play over here? DVD. Yeah, I think that might be trying to work. Okay, well, I've connected it up to the TV, and unfortunately, I am stuck. I have to have the remote control. Something that's certainly not uncommon on this sort of vintage of deck. You can do so little from the front panel. When it says tune on the front, it really is. It's asking for auto tune, and I don't think it's referring to any sort of share song. So yeah, I'm a bit stuck. And anything I do, it doesn't accept anything other than ejecting the DVD. What's interesting is if I put it standby, the DVD keeps spinning. And I mean, I assume it will spin down eventually. I hope so. But I just wonder if that maybe doesn't help its cause for sucking a load of muck into the deck. I don't know. But, well, so far so good. I think what I'll do is I will order that remote. It's only, I think it's £12. This is not horrific. And then, like I say, clean the front panel. The top cover, it's such a mess. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, to be honest, at the moment. It almost needs to be panel beaten back out. But we can sort something out about that, I'm sure. So yeah, I think I'll clean that front panel and see if I can get that that door sorted as well, because it's just missing the plastic at the end there. So if I can sort of get something in there, I don't know. I don't know what quite, but yeah, might have to do some magic with that. But we'll see. So stand by. Okay, so a few days on, and the first parcel to come post Christmas and New Year was the compatible remote control. So let's open that up and take a look. Okay, so the batteries are in. It's not a bad remote. It's probably as good as the original one, to be fair, because I think they're fairly cheap and nasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put picture-in-picture so you can see what's happening, rather than me constantly moving the camera to the TV. So I'll turn it on. And asking for tuning. So I'm going to press that. And I'll save that. Obviously nothing's found because I haven't got an aerial attached. So it's saying no disc. I'm going to try a cassette first of all. And the first thing I'm intrigued about so I should be able to press play maybe. Okay, so for the life of me, and I've tried every single button on here, I cannot find how to change from DVD to VCR via the remote, even though it does have, like, red has a disc on it, and green has a cassette on it. It doesn't seem to do anything. So I don't know. I tried all sorts of different buttons. I thought TV, video, VD would do it. TV, VCR. Yeah, maybe that does do it. I mean, I think that's just, I don't know. I don't know what that's for. Doesn't make sense. But anyway, press play. And this tape is terrible. The original recording is done with a poor aerial, so excuse the quality. But you know, it's doing it. It's I think this is recorded in long play as well, possibly. So the still, yeah, long play. And to be fair, it's a pretty full-featured machine. So if I just press stop. So you've got the different inputs, the source, to DV on the front. Here, get it? So you've got DV in. You've also got USB, and then obviously AV1, AV2, and then you've got the AV front sockets. So that's really cool. So Panasonic's pretty much, it was one or the other. I know they did do one with both, but you know, this is sort of comparable to those, and yeah, they've really thrown all the options on there. I mean, the menu, main menu, no disk, USB not connected, setup menu. You know, it's not bad DVD quality. Well, you can just see, just how it's all laid out, and that is not bad. It's not bad at all. It's got TV output settings as well, which is cool. Ratings and watershed time, that's really cool. You know, it's not bad at all. Check for software update. That might be interesting to do once it's on a TV signal. But yes, that's all on the setup button. But yeah, and the big thing, can I actually eject the cassette? I've not tried this yet. No. No, I can't. Do I have to maybe power it off? Do I have to just eject it there? Well, that's not the end of the world, I suppose, is it? It's just it has eject there, and that doesn't seem to work. So next cassette I'm going to try is an NTSC cassette, because apparently these do support NTSC, so let's see what that's like. Oh, it wants me to auto-tune again. And see if I can actually get around that. Abort. And exit. So it goes to DVD. VCR. So let's play this. Yeah. It's a little bit noisy. Only reason I chose this cassette, it was the cheapest one on eBay. Yeah, that cassette is not that healthy. But it does work. But still. Yeah. So it's really not bad. It's still a bit confused. Why? That's interesting. I seem to just get that option. So I just tried F in Navi, do the same thing. Mute does nothing. I believe volume does. You can adjust the volume for the output, which is quite cool. Channel, of course. Subtitles. You've got the aspect ratio, and this is the audio for bilingual cassettes. But I don't know if I press blue, whether that suggests timer. You've got cut or trim, I don't know quite what that's for. But no, I don't know whether there's some way to shift for the other functions. I really don't know. I can't really see. Let's try the EPG. Yeah, so that's quite cool. It's quite nice. It's quite a nice design. It is of a time. They're sort of noughties. But yeah, I mean, it between going to the front of the machine and here, it's very usable. Next cassette I'm going to try is a cassette that is very old. This was actually recorded, I think, on a 3D16. So there's the cassette. We'll soon find out. I can't actually remember, to be honest. So it keeps going back to DVD, which is a bit of a pain, especially as you can't. E240 short play. Yeah, I'm sure this was actually recorded when the TV16 was almost brand spanking new. Got that machine to come actually. Really, really lovely. It's not actually a TV16, it's the BBC, whatever it is, version of it, original version. And it's lovely, but it needs a lot of work, so yeah, that's to come. If you like your VHS, you'll love that one because it's really, really nice. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. I've got mainly sort of cosmetic bits and pieces to sort out on it now. Like I said, I'm happy with the remote, even though it's a bit of a faff having to go between the two. Like I said, I've got all the cosmetics to sort out. I've got the front flap, which I'm trying to find a tidy and secure way of actually getting the lug for this side sorted. I've got a few ideas, but the plastic's really poor quality, so yeah, I sort of really want to do something decent to make sure it doesn't come off again. I do also need to sort out this. Probably what I'll end up doing is just looking for a decent cable with this moulding in it and the spice on the socket, the plug, sorry. Well, solder on the cable end to the plug. So that should sort that. If you know anywhere that sells these sort of cords, let me know in the comments. I'm sure I used to see them available, replacement equipment needs for this type of kit. But that's many years ago. So, yeah, with that, thank you very much for watching. I will do an update video on this machine with the cosmetics done. Like I said, I've got to do the top lid as well, and all the things that I've done just to get it up together. And plus we'll do a comparison with the Panasonic machine as well. I think that'd be quite nice to do. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe as well, it means a lot to me. And look forward to seeing you in another video. Bye for now.
He said to come pick you up. So can we go, please?